No, do not be vulnerable with women.
But you've never been in love.
You've never been in love.
You want to do the example?
Women are not built to handle masculine problems. Being vulnerable with a woman is some of the worst advice that modern day women give to men, because if I sit there and I cry to you, oh my God, my life is hard, blah, 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 blah. You might sit there and console me for a bit, but deep down you're like, you and you're going to go and find someone.
So not true.
I know.
Crying for
Vulnerability is
Be
so
human.
powerful.
Again, this is a common example of women saying one thing but doing another. They're saying this right now because it's politically correct to say, you can cry to me, you can be vulnerable to me, etc. But deep down, if your man came to you and was crying on your shoulder saying, I don't know what's going on,
I would be there for him.
Can I finish? Her vagina's gonna dry up. She ain't gonna want to fuck with him anymore, and she's gonna look for a stronger, more capable man, because women are designed to look for security. Hey man, I can't tell you how many times we've brought girls on the show with their own. They tell us on air. One time my boyfriend cried in front of me, and I never looked at him the same. The thing is that women do not handle masculine problems. Men and women live different realities. Women are not equipped to handle masculine problems. You need to go to your guys and tell them you have issues. You want to cry to them. You have problems you want to talk it out with them, because you cannot show that you're soft or weak in front of your woman. Because even though women say, oh, well, no, I'm capable of being empathetic, I can understand your struggle, blah, blah, blah. They really don't. Because when a man cries in front of a woman, it's going to incite a natural reaction of revulsion, because men that cry and are soft are not attractive, and women are hardwired to look for security. This is why guys that are soft and lose frame, the girl leaves them and goes to another guy that knows what's going on. And it's a very how do I say this, it's a biological response. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are just designed to look for men that are strong. So we tell guys, don't even open up Pandora's box and get sensitive around your girl. So don't even.
He's right. Women don't understand masculine problems. They don't know how to take it. So I agree with him to a certain extent. And what I mean by that is that I believe a man get a pass if he cries and he's grieving. Because, like, for instance, when my mom passed away, I cried. The floodgates were just opened up. I mean, I was crying. And it's hard for me to cry. It really is. There's times when I was feeling really want to cry, and I can't cry. I couldn't cry. You know what I'm saying? But it did when I was grieving. And I was right in front of my wife. So she didn't look at me any less as a man. But see, it's innate in women when it comes to a man. It's innate in them to look at us as a pillar of strength, to look at us as a protection, someone to be there for them when they're feeling weak and vulnerable and this and that and the other. They have us. But if a man, on the average, like a woman, cry as much as they do when it comes to problems at the drop of a hat, oh yeah, they'll lose respect for us. They definitely will. Could you imagine a man crying, oh man, my car payments, I don't know, it's too much stress. I don't know if I'm going to make it this month. I really don't know if I'm going to make it. Oh man, I hit my elbow. Oh, it hurts. Come on. I mean, this is a form of emasculation, I believe, that women are trying to make men like them. They can't. We're totally different creatures. And y'all know this. Women know this. Y'all will view us a totally different way if we were to cry all the time about every little problem. My wife cries at the drop of a hat. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, what happened? I don't even really, know what. I mean, sometimes she'll cry, she'll be sitting there by herself and cry. She could be thinking about something. So no, being vulnerable with a woman, no, totally against that. I really am. Don't listen to them women out there. I'm telling you, don't listen to them. And I don't understand what he said when the vagina dries up. I don't understand that. And then she leaves you. She leaves you because her vagina dries up? Or he meant that, she stopped, performing. I guess that's what he meant. But anyway, that's the least important thing. The most important thing, guys, if you got to cry, go somewhere and do your crying. Go somewhere. And then if you cry in front of your boys, you got to make sure who you cry in front of. Because some of your boys will tease you, man. Say, man, what's wrong with you, man? Come on, toughen up, man. But if a man cannot cry for every little single problem, I'm serious. Women, that's part of their nature. They're emotional creatures. We're not emotional creatures. We're not built that way. But if you don't cry, I know you get all kind of ailments and everything like that, but go somewhere else and cry. Do not cry in front of her. Do not. Click it.